Hey everyone, so today I am back with another video for you, and it is 100+ degrees outside and I am wearing this jacket. Why am I wearing this? So today I wanted to talk to you about my nationality, which is growing up Filipino. Woo! These are 20 things that I remember growing up as a Filipino, as I was a little kinky boy to a bigger jinky boy till this day. So without further ado, let's do this. Number 1. So growing up as a Filipino, we take our patrioticness and we would get flag jackets like this one I'm wearing right now to be so patriotic. It has the flag on it. Number 2. So another thing that I remember growing up as a Filipino, those balikbayan boxes. And if you don't know what those are, I'm gonna show you pictured right now. So yeah, those things I remember growing up as a child because we would always get them to send back to the Philippines to our other relatives and other families, and we would shove everything in those boxes, all the goodies that they need. Number 3, as I was young, as to getting older, as that when you greet older relatives, you would have to kiss them on the cheek, and be polite. So as I've noticed is that the kissing to the cheek actually becomes touching cheek to cheek. We were making those kissing noises Number 4. My parents, sometimes when they talk and point something out, they would use their lips. Meaning I would ask them, oh, where is the remote? And then they would be like, doon. Would point with their lips and show you and tell you where it is. So you just have the instinct to follow where their lips points, pointing with your lips. Or you're doing a duck lip. Number 5. So this is one of the pet peeves that I remember growing up, is that when you say you're Asian and then your friends would be like, oh no, you're not Asian, you're Filipino or Pacific Islander. And I would just be like, okay. We're still Asians. What are we gonna do? We can't undo our Asians. Number 6. And we're outside with our friends or with our non-Asian friends or non-Asian relatives, and then you come across another Filipino family, and sometimes you just be like, oh yeah, I know what they're saying, yeah, I can understand the language. Or your friends would be like, oh, do you understand that language? Sometimes I really just don't care what they're saying because that's their business, that's not mine to know. So Number 7. So going to relatives' houses and parties is that sometimes you have to take off your shoes, but this is pretty much an Asian thing or pretty much everyone's thing. Number 8. Sometimes when you're a little naughty as a little child, parents would throw a chanelas at you because you were being naughty. If you don't know what a chanelas is, it's pretty much a flip-flop or just a slipper. If you're being really annoying to your parents or you're getting them mad, they sometimes would just throw one at you, then hit you with one because you need discipline. Sometimes even things that are worse, belt. So. Number 9. I remember when you have sometimes you have your friends over, you're having a hangout, and then your parents, goes in the kitchen and then prepares your friend's food, and your mom would be like, hey, pakainin mo sila. Faster. But yeah, sometimes I remember my mom doing that to nice to my friends because sometimes you have to because sometimes you have to feed your guests. So that's one thing that I remember being friends over and being a mom that actually feeds my friends. Number 10. So this is one thing that this is part of my childhood. As a Filipino, that's one thing that everyone knows is that you get soda in a plastic bag and a straw in there. Apparently, I don't drink soda anymore, so poop. Number 11. Okay, so in Filipino parties, what I remember is there is a lot of food, platters of food on a table, and there is a lot. Sometimes when you're just chilling, your other relatives will be like, oh, eat more, madami pagkain dyan, go eat. Always tell you to eat more because want you to finish the food. They'll ask you or your other family members to eat them. 12. So also in the family party, that sometimes your parents are gonna be like, oh, we're leaving in like 5 minutes, so get ready. You get ready, and then it becomes like 2 hours. Hey, we're leaving soon. Okay, 5 minutes, let's go, okay? Okay. Are we leaving yet? So those are like one of the things that happens pretty much at parties, is that your parents tell you that you're leaving in like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and then it ends up being like 2 hours, and then you're still sitting there like, okay. 13. What I remember is that in a family party also, you have to greet everyone. Literally, I mean everyone. Number 14. Yeah, in a family party, this is an essential, which is pretty much a magic thing, which is this. So those things are must have at like a family party, because that is like karaoke for Filipinos is 15. This is a really funny one, is that when your parents like, oh, could I go this? Could I go there? Could I go that? Blah blah blah. Could I do that? And they're gonna be like, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Go do whatever. Do whatever you want with your life. So it's like before that, because your parents just don't want to keep hearing you like asking, so they would steam. Remember, waking up in the morning is hearing the taho man. If you don't know what it is, it's pretty much like sweet tofu with like boba, yeah, and it, like with honey and tea. Thing in the morning too that I remember is that want like a flat nose. So what we do is they're going to sharpen your nose every morning, or they would tell you to do it. You have to like pretty much just like keep pulling on your nose. Also is singing it to fans. Like not literally like people fans, but like give you air and cools you up. You would always do is eating with their hands. Final, these German containers, sometimes they delicious sugary cookies that you love to eat. Times when you're at a grandma or a grandparent's house, don't see cookies in there. You see knitting equipment like needles and threads. So treat, and sometimes your grandparents trick you into thinking there were cookies in there. So there you go. I hope that you found this funny kind of video. Please give it a thumbs up. Boop, boop, boop. I make videos pretty much every week, so get updated with that. Subscribe below, and see you all next week. Okay, bye.